Hello everyone. In today's video we are going to study some important concepts. Among them, first one is atomic mass unit. We have to completely understand what is atomic mass unit. It is very important concept in chemistry. First, just look out its definition. After that, I will tell you how we can easily understand them. Studying definition is important because it will get you marks. So what is the definition of atomic mass unit, or what is atomic mass? Atomic mass is not, we already know that an atom is formed of subatomic particles like protons, neutrons and electrons, isn't it? So, and out of these subatomic particles, protons and neutrons have considerable mass, whereas electron, its mass we consider as negligible. Okay, so let us see what is the definition of atomic mass. Atomic mass is the total mass of an atom, typically measured in atomic mass units. Atomic mass unit is a measure, or it is a unit. It is approximately equal to the sum of the masses of protons and neutrons in the nucleus, since electrons contribute very little to the overall mass. As I already told you, the mass of electrons is negligible, its contribution is less compared to the masses of protons and neutrons. So atomic mass is the total mass of an atom, and whose mass? Protons and neutrons, which are present in the nucleus. That is the definition of atomic mass. Now I show you here a picture of a weighing balance, isn't it? When we go to local markets, we have seen this type of thing. This is a weighing balance, and if your mother have asked you to buy 1 kilogram of tomatoes or any other vegetable, you go and tell the vendor, I want 1 kilogram of tomato. Here it is tomato. So what will the vendor do? The vendor will put a 1 kilogram mass weight here. Okay, this is the weight, 1 kilogram weight, and in this span he or she will put the vegetables, and they will weight to this needle becoming equal, same. Then when these two needles become or come in straight line, it means that the weight and the weight of the vegetables are equal, isn't it? So what they are doing, or what we are doing normally, we are comparing a standard weight. This is 1 kilogram. It is a standard weight, isn't it? 1 kilogram. And we assume that it weighs actually 1 kilogram, and with relation to this we put the vegetables in this pan. So when they become equal, when the needles become equal, we assume that the weight of, or the mass of, these vegetables are also 1 kilogram. That is, we are comparing the weight of this vegetable with a standard unit. Okay, is it? We are comparing. Once they are equal, we assume that these vegetables also weigh 1 kilogram. Okay, this is another animated or cartoon like image here. 1 kilogram weight is put here, and vegetable also 1 kilogram we have put here. Once both the weights are equal, we assume that the total weight of these vegetables is equal to 1 kilogram. As I have already told you, this is the standard unit in comparison to which we buy things. So this is the standard unit. In the later slides I will show you a little bit clearly. This is the standard unit, and this is the relative mass. Relative mass related to 1 kilogram weight that is put. Okay, this is the relative mass, standard unit, and this one is the relative mass. Okay, now the clear definition of one atomic mass unit. In the previous slide we defined what is one atomic mass. Now we are defining here what is one atomic mass unit. To understand that, let me explain you with the help of these images, then we will come back to the definition. Now here, this is one atom of carbon, isotope of carbon 12, and its atomic mass is 12 AMU. 12 AMU. What if we break down this into 12 equal pieces like this and arranged in rows and columns like this? We have broken down a carbon atom and divided this into smaller stones like this or smaller balls like this, and we assume that each one of this is one atomic mass unit. So carbon is made up of how many atomic mass units? 12 atomic mass unit, because its mass number is, or its atomic number is 12. So we assume that it is made up of 12 atomic mass units. If we break down this whole carbon into 12 pieces, then this whole is 12 AMU. What happens once we break down it into 12 pieces? Each one of them will become 1 AMU, atomic mass unit. We take the mass of carbon atom, C12 atom, as the standard unit. Okay, carbon 12 AMU. So I have written here 1 carbon atom is equal to how many AMU? 12 AMU. It is formed of 12 smaller units. Then if we want 1 AMU, we want to find out how much is 1 AMU. What we will do here, 1 AMU is equal to, we will bring this 12 to this side and take the carbon atom to the other side. 1 AMU to this side, 1 AMU is equal to 1. When this 12, which is in multiplication here, comes to this side, it will become divided. 1 AMU is equal to, thus equal to 1 by 12 of 1 carbon atom. 1 by 12 of 1 carbon atom. This is for your definition, understanding the definition. Okay, 1 carbon atom is equal to 12 AMU. Then what will be 1 AMU? 1 AMU will be 1 by 12 of 1 carbon atom. So how will we define 1 atomic mass unit? 1 atomic mass unit is also known as the unified atomic mass unit or Dalton. It is a standard unit of mass used to express atomic and molecular masses. It is defined as 1/12 of the mass of a single atom of carbon 12, which is the isotope of carbon with 6 protons and 6 neutrons in its nucleus. It is considered as the standard unit of measuring the mass of an atom. You cannot use kilogram or gram to measure the mass of an atom because it is very small. Instead of that, we use 1 AMU, which is equal to 1 by 12 of 1 carbon atom. Okay, 1 AMU means what? If we break down carbon into 12 pieces, each of these small pieces is 1 AMU. Okay, it will be clear when we do the next example. So we know that atomic mass of oxygen is 16. What does it mean? What does it mean? It means that oxygen is made up of 16 AMU of carbon. Carbon is made up of 12 AMU, whereas oxygen is made up of 16 AMU of these small balls. Let us see. Oxygen is equal to 16 AMU. This is the whole ball of oxygen, and when we divide this, we can see that this oxygen atom is made up of how many AMU? 16 AMU. 1 AMU into 16. 1 AMU into 16 balls. We will get 16 AMU. So oxygen atom is made up of 16 AMU of carbon. Then what about nitrogen? Nitrogen, its atomic mass is 14. What does it mean? It means that nitrogen is formed of 14 small balls like this, isn't it? 14 into 1 AMU. 14 into 1 AMU. Okay, hope it is clear. 14 into 1 AMU. That is atomic mass unit. This is one full oxygen atom. It is the relative mass, isn't it? Now this is standard unit, which is equal to 1 atomic mass unit into 16, isn't it? The atomic mass of oxygen is 16 AMU because it is formed of 16 smaller units or 16 AMU of carbon atoms. Then why it is also called relative atomic mass? Because the mass we are getting is in relation to the atomic mass unit of 1 by 12 of carbon atom. Here the whole mass of oxygen we are getting in relation to, we considered each of these small balls as 1 by 12 of 1 by 12 of carbon atom, isn't it? So how many 1 by 12 of carbon atoms are there in oxygen? 16. 16 into 1 by 12, that much pieces are there. Since we are comparing the atomic mass of oxygen with the standard unit of 1 by 12 of carbon atom, we also call it relative atomic mass. Why we are calling it? Because the mass we are getting is in relation to the atomic mass unit of 1 by 12 of carbon atom, or we measure with how many 1 by 12 or how many smaller pieces are the oxygen atom made. That will be equal to its AMU. We know that one full oxygen atom is formed of 16 smaller balls of carbon atom, or 16 1 by 12 balls of carbon atom, or 16 AMU of carbon atom. We are relating the mass of oxygen with 1 by 12th of carbon atom. That is why it is also called relative atomic mass. Next part is molecular mass. Molecular mass, relatively, what we will do is we are asked to find out the molecular mass of sulfuric acid. So what will we do to find out the molecular mass of sulfuric acid? First we find out how many atoms of hydrogen are there. Here we have 2 atoms of hydrogen and mass of 2 atoms. We know that atomic mass of one hydrogen is 1 AMU. So 1 into 2, mass of 2 hydrogen atom is 2 AMU. 1 into 2 is equal to 2 AMU. Then sulfur, atomic mass of sulfur is 32. So how many atoms of sulfur are there? 1 atom. So 1 into 32 will give you 32 AMU. Then we know that the atomic mass of oxygen is 16. How many oxygen atoms are there? 4 oxygen atoms are there. So total 16 into 4 is equal to 64 AMU of oxygen. Then when we add the mass of all these atoms together, we will get the total mass of sulfuric acid, which is 2 plus 32 plus 64, which is equal to 98 atomic mass unit. So the total mass of a molecule is known as its molecular mass. Okay, then H2SO4 is one molecule of sulfuric acid, and the total of the atomic masses of all the atoms in that molecule or in that compound will give you the molecular mass. In case of sulfuric acid, we got a total mass of 98 AMU. Thus, the molecular mass of a substance is the sum of atomic masses of the constituent atoms present in one molecule of that substance. Hope it is clear. Read it once, okay, many times as possible, then only you will get an idea. Don't skip, just reading once or twice. This is very important topic, so don't just skip it. Hope you have understood it. If you like this class, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.